Good afternoon, class. Today we focus in implicit learning mechanisms. And today we define what is implicit. Implicit is just a learning process to refer how you acquire knowledge about the structure of the environment. And you don't have conscious about how to um, process or acquire this knowledge in your mind. It's like you listen something and you repeat. It's all. For example, you listen a song and you like that song because the sound is really good. And how do you feel with that song? This is the implicit learning. How do you feel? What is the relation that you have with the object and with the event? As a second point, we start with the implicit learning. Here, I give you just a page when you can search about what is implicit learning and how to explore about it. Here, I mention an author. He is Furter River, and it's an unconscious process, and it occurs again without intention. It's just natural, it's original, it's by yourself. It's just how do you learn something without stay in a specific place, for example. This is an implicit learning. As a second point, we're talking about input emergence in perspective. What is a perspective? Perspective is a mechanism in order to extract or subtract structures or divide your learning in some stages and involve you in a language. In this case, the second language learning involve your learning in an experience. It's not like stay in the classroom and you have a point next to it you practice. No, just for example, input emerging perspective is involved in a conversation. Point. In 2.1, we mentioned the input related factors. What is it? It's understood best in terms of commitment, or makes your it makes more than theoretical issues. For example, number 1, lexical functionalism. Number 2, connectivism. Number 3, input driven learning. Number 4, capacity. And they together integrate a minimal approach. It is just an input emerging perspective, okay? And number 3, we have an associative or related learning. What is it? This associative or related learning focus in a state of learning happens when you relate terms. It's just like that. Relate terms. How do you relate terms in that part? Now, when we're talking about implicit learning, let me show you here. We use automaticity and illicit imitation. Imitation. Please repeat after me. Okay, very good. This is repetition, and automaticity is how you listen and how you involve or explore the language, and you repeat. For example, repeat after me. This is good. This is good. Okay, you repeat after me. You repeat the sound, you repeat the structure of my mouth, you repeat a lot of things. Finally, we're talking about the processability of theory. I give you the theory, and next to it, you continue your learning process. For finish this presentation, I focus here in the cognitive approach, the role of memory. Here, I mention in green part how the memory approach helped me to learn better a second language. It's an explicit knowledge, it's an empirical research, we're talking about declarative and procession knowledge and something like that. Thanks for your comments and follow me. Thank you.